very heavy minutes load for you. You got 17 bags of ice on right now, but you get to 5-1. Can you kind of summarize the trip?
It was great. Luka scored a lot of buckets.
I bit him in one hole yesterday, golf.
He did, actually. He beat me in one hole yesterday. He made bogey. I made triple bogey. I made triple bogey from 136 in the middle of the fairway. I short-sided myself in the bunker, and then I got it out of the bunker, but not by much. And then I didn't get it on the green, and then I chipped it past the hole, and then I missed the putt coming back. And
still showed up at work.
I guess that's impressive since Luka just recently started playing golf, and you've been playing for many years, right?
No, I don't. No, I let him win. It's a confidence thing. But we need him to be at his best when at 7 o'clock at night. So.
Not to argue with you, but I don't think you let people win. Your brother didn't let you win when you were a kid, right?
Well, that's why I'm nicer than him. I had learned the hard way, and I got to keep my friends happy.
I'll get one more from basketball on you. Just this game, Indiana, they seemed like they kept playing for 48 minutes, right? Even though you're up by about 19 with 5 minutes left. Did you just have to kind of just carry out the string and get out of here with a win and get on the plane?
Yeah, that's it. Stop. Don't do it. Sorry. Yeah, you know that they're going to play 48 minutes. They're going to play hard. And, yes, thank you.
Done.
Yes. No, it's not. Yeah, you know that they're going to play 48 minutes and they're going to play hard. Obviously, it's not the season they want to have, the injuries and whatnot, but they're still a good basketball team with good players, and they made it to the finals for a reason.
Jackson finished with his saw that comment. Jackson finished with his first double-double of the season highs in points and rebounds. Just how fun is it to play with him? It seemed like you guys threw any and every law possible to him tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he's a good player. Obviously a lob threat, plays hard, so it's fun. It's good to see him out there having fun as well.
What did you think of Brownie tonight?
It's good. Yeah, good minutes. He made one of the biggest shots of the night with the pull-up, too. I think we were up 13 at the time or something, got it to 15. But he just needs reps. That's it. He played hard, did what he was supposed to do, and was really happy for him.
How have you seen his poise and confidence grow since day one to day whatever this is for him?
Yeah, I mean, he's just gotten better every single day. He don't take no shortcuts. He loves working. He does the right things, keeps his head down, don't care about all the noise, and just continues to work and get better every single day. And he also loves to golf, so golf game's gotten a lot better too. So he's just improving. Not you.
Your dad was a college hooper, right? Do you ever play like a pickup run or anything with him as you got?
I've seen him play pickup. He tore his Achilles. So it's the truth. Yeah. He tried to blow by somebody and he was too old. So before that, he was actually hooping though. So he could play. Mom could play. Mom was a bucket. So I guess I learned something from both of them.
And a lot of this we talked about early in the year, but does that kind of strike you thinking about that story when you see them checking in together and they're both contributing to NBA wins?
Yeah, it's still crazy. Yeah, I mean, just interactions they have is you just got to remind yourself that it's his son. It's cool to see them coexist at work and.
JJ, I guess almost just emblematic of the long trip. Indy really played through the 48 minutes. What did you see from your guys? I guess not just tonight, but to get to 5-1 and to be able to get home in this fashion.
Yeah, really good trip for us. There's a couple games that you sort of look at the Miami game and this game where we get in at late in Miami, and it's like that's probably the one of 3 or 4 teams that would be like the worst case scenario, just in terms of how fast they play and how they make you guard on every possession. And then to end the trip, it's sort of the same situation with how Indiana plays. They just play with so much pace, both in the full court and in the half court. It's like them, Charlotte, Miami, Chicago, like these teams, they're relentless with their pace in the half court. you know, and I thought our guys, for what we had talked about this morning and pregame, really did a lot of great things. The starting group really set the tone. Jake defensively to start that game, getting deflections and steals. LeBron out and running, Jackson out and running. Luka and AR just being relentless with their paint touches to get, you know, we ended up with 70. We had 40 points in the paint in the first half. So a lot, just great carryover for our team. And, you know, we talked about it at halftime. We talked about it last time we played these guys. You could have a big lead on them, and they're just going to keep playing that same style of basketball, and they're going to make you guard every single possession, and they're going to it's fast paced. And you know, I thought the Bronny's jumper was big to kind of settle us, and then, you know, we went to the Horns 3 and with Luka, Austin, and Brown, and Austin gets the floater. Those were 2 big buckets there in the fourth.
JJ, you mentioned Jackson. I think his first double-double of the year, in season highs in both points and rebounds. Just what did you see from him in terms of, and he always brings that energy, but on a night like this when everyone's a little bit tired, let's say, just how important was that energy from him?
It was great. I thought, again, it starts with running the floor for him. In particular, to start that third quarter, just created a bunch of scoring opportunities for us. And, you know, these guys, they know how dynamic he is as a roller, and they're looking for him. And I thought he did a great job of getting to the spots with pace, and then, you know, at times playing through some contact as well. And, you know, just like a number of guys on our team, he ends up with 2 steals and 2 blocks. You know, we had 15 steals as a team. I thought our activity was great, and you know, I really, Jake ended up with 4, but, you know, he led that. You know, he had a number of deflections as well.
JJ, did you notice that in the fourth quarter that LeBron and Bronny went into the game together? Did that register for you at all?
Well, yeah,
just that they were at the table together, and
yeah, we make the substitution matrix.
Okay, the when that first time that happened forever ago, you know, there was so much attention to it and stuff, and kind of in the darkness, Bronny's just been kind of getting better. How much better is he today than when he started? And what does that say? I think I'm trying to remember what you called him, but like sort of like something about development, like that he's sort of like, oh, the test case. He was going to be the test case for how you
Patient
guys
zero or something.
Something like that, yeah. To be able to rely on him tonight when you needed him.
He's gotten significantly better. I know our staff has a lot of confidence in him. Felt like this was a game we really needed him. It was a game that, you know, his athleticism, his defense, he had 2 really, really good defensive possessions, individual defense in the first half. I think the biggest thing with him is he's got a lot of confidence right now, and I know he didn't make his 3 tonight, but he's got a lot of confidence in his shot right now. He's having a fantastic season with South Bay. He's been, you know, arguably the best player for like the last 3 or 4 weeks in our Stay Ready games, every single time. He's got a bounce to his step right now, and I think that just comes from developing that confidence. And Zach has done such a good job with all our guys. Every time they've been down there, they've gone down there with a specific purpose and plan. You know, that myself and Coach Ty and Zach have coordinated, and they've all allowed themselves to be coached by Zach. And you know, Bronny's, you know, we saw it last year, and we're seeing it again this year. Just his growth as a player. And
you guys are now 7-1 since you guys kind of talked to LeBron about roles and different things like that. I guess it's been a couple weeks. What have you just made of his sort of like embracing of what you've asked him to do?
Yeah, I used the word patience the other night, and I think that's